It was 4 o'clock in the morning on the 28th of August when Jack Kazaz and his wife heard a monstrous crash in the front of their house. They leapt to the window to see a red Eagle Talon backing up and disappearing down the street. And they quickly realized that that car had come over that tree across the lawn and smashed into their 2 cars that were parked here, causing $10,000 of damage.
As he took off, I just caught the back end, the tail end, of what the car looked like, the color, and just part of the license plate information. And that's when we called the police.
York Regional Police attended and began an investigation. Later that day, Jack decided to have a look around his neighborhood for a red sports car with front-end damage. He found one.
I said, this is the vehicle, this is it. But there wasn't any license plate on the car. At that time, I called the police again.
The police investigated further. They claimed there wasn't enough evidence to prove that this was a vehicle that had hit Jack's cars. And without that evidence, on the accident report, Jack would have to pay 2 $1,000 deductibles to get his cars repaired.
I mean, we were just sleeping, and some person comes, smashes both our cars, takes off, and I'm left with $2,200 having to pay.
So we decided to do some checking. According to the VIN on the red Talon, the license plate that was supposed to be on the car was ANWX227, very close to the ANWY227 that Jack had given the police. It was too close to be a coincidence, so we attempted to track down the red Talon's registered owner, David Klausner. First, we met his uncle. That's the car?
I know he has a car like that. I don't know.
Okay. Who spoke to David's father.
Evidently, David hit 2 cars, or somebody hit 2 cars with his car, because they have pictures of his car.
And then we talked to David's father.
That happened to me. I know what my dad would have said to me at the time. You know, stand up, take it like a man, and get on with your life.
Well, he swears he wasn't driving, he wasn't in the car.
Well, driver or not, the son, David Klausner, refused to talk to us, so we contacted the police. We were amazed to learn that the investigating officer had never bothered to find out what license plate was supposed to be on the red Talon and how close Jack's had been. Nudged on by us, they reopened the investigation.
There was a bit of a breakdown in communication, and it's something that obviously we're not particularly proud of, but as soon as it was drawn to our attention, and we do appreciate it being drawn to our attention, we took every effort we could to ensure that we responded to Mr. Kaza's concerns about how this motor vehicle collision was investigated. There was no doubt that the vehicle that was involved struck Mr. Kaza's car. We have conclusively determined that as a result of scientific examination of the parts that were left at the scene and the suspect vehicle. However, failing somebody actually admitting to being the driver on that particular evening, there is little chance of actually proceeding with a criminal charge as a result of our intervention and your intervention as well. Mr. Kaz is not going to have to pay the deductible. So at the very least, he's not going to lose the $2,000 that he would normally have had to pay for the deductibles.
The person who ran into my car at least is aware that he can't just hit my cars and run away and get away with it. Thank you for everything, for all your help, actually, the guys at City TV.
Okay, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Take care.
Got a problem? Contact Silverman Helps. And for information on today's story, log on to pulse24.com.